All right, so we got a question here from Andrew Lavelle. Hello, Lincoln dudes from Lavelle Design Company. My question is, what type of marketing materials did they ask to deliver them, and what extent did they take the graphics from your package into their own marketing hands? Would love to know for my own personal growth in the business. Thanks, Lincoln. Great question.
Yeah, first shout out to Andrew.
Yeah.
He's out there. We see you, commenting and supporting. So thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
We notice it.
Yep. Great question, and it definitely pertains to like this Do Tour project and stuff.
Yep.
Like we kind of spoke to during the episode. Basically, we do the logo type, we do a whole graphics kit. We basically make this brand book for the Do Tour.
Yep. It's kind of like a style guide. It's gonna
Yep.
have color usage. It's gonna have base fonts, color palettes,
Yeah.
patterns, illustrations.
Yep. And we basically design that whole thing out and then hand that off to the client, and it's up to them to blow it out with their marketing team into
Yep.
all the different assets.
And sometimes, we get surprised. They made a skateboard. Awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of cool to see what they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
How are they going to treat the hat? Is it a silkscreen patch? What is it? And how do they do it?
And that, a lot of that is determined in the initial quote and project ask, as
Yep.
far as deliverables. Like they have a team to do that. I honestly would rather have the project be bigger and we do all that, and we control that. But they have an in-house marketing team. They do that for a bunch of different events. It's almost easier for them to do it. So
Totally.
it kind of depends on client project, as far as when and where and how we hand over the assets and at what point during the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for them, it's basically this big brand book we build, hand it off, and they run with it.
Yeah. And it's cool to see what they make. They got the jersey over there. How are they going to, use the Kilroy Yeti on the jersey? And, they get pretty creative with it. So
Yeah, it's cool.
with them, it's great,
Yeah, hey, it's been a great experience, and that's one of those things where when you do stuff like this and you do hand it off, you kind of got to go back and look at it, when it comes out and be like, okay, how did they use this,
Totally.
A lot of times it's too late if you're not okay with it, but it's always cool to go back, and that's why we go to these events and participate and kind of, hey, let's see how it turned out.
And even if they do modify it, you can probably learn for the future. Maybe I needed to expand my path.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
I
you
needed
said,
to
knock it out.
merge it. So they don't change it too far from what it is. And if they do need to, they come back to you to ask for those changes so it's done properly.
Exactly. Yep. So Andrew, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yep. Right on.